88%. That is how far Tesla sales just plunged in Norway. In France, they've hit a 3-year low. But this isn't just about Tesla. It's about a total market collapse. The 2026 car market is no longer a race. It's natural selection. Between 25% tariffs and brutal EV fatigue, legacy giants are suffocating. We've seen Pontiac and Saab vanish, but the next wave of disappearances will be faster. Backed by fresh data from Cox Automotive and S&P Global, we are breaking down the brands currently on life support. Who is next to go? You're watching Nexus Innovate. Let's look at the future without the rose-tinted glasses.
Key insight: platform economics. Most brands aren't dying because their cars are bad. They're dying because of platform math. Developing software, batteries, and autonomous systems costs tens of billions. If a brand can't scale to millions of units, it becomes dead weight. The issue isn't low sales. The issue is they're too expensive to exist. 2026 will be the year of quiet disappearances, not loud bankruptcies, but corporations asking, why do we even need this logo if it doesn't make money? Medium risk, dependent brands. These are companies still breathing but fully reliant on one model. Mitsubishi, the Outlander PHEV is their lifeline, 94,754 units in 2025. But 2026 demands affordable EVs, and Mitsubishi is still stuck on old platforms. Without a breakthrough in the budget segment, this is the road to harakiri. Alfa Romeo, image stronger than business. Low volume, 5,652 units in 2025, makes every new model development gold-plated. Inside Stellantis giant, Alfa risks becoming just a pretty wrapper for Peugeot and Jeep platforms. Maserati, the tragedy of exotic. In the EV era, engine sound exclusivity no longer sells. The economics of developing elite EVs simply don't add up at these tiny volumes. Fiat, the 500e is an icon, 1,321 units in 2025. But you can't build scale on icons. The US market is about volume, not nostalgia. High risk, brands without a role. Here, conglomerates are already asking the big question: why do we even have this brand? Chrysler, top candidate, once dozens of models. Today, essentially just the Pacifica minivan, 126,372 units in 2025, up 1.4%. Too mass market for luxury, too weak to compete with giants. Chrysler is the brand the industry is afraid to kill out of historical respect. But in a platform world, these don't get relaunched. They get integrated. Infiniti, classic stuck premium. No tech edge over Nissan, why pay more? In 2026, that question sounds like a death sentence, around 52,317 units in 2025. Buick, paradox, incredibly strong in China, 198,155 units in the US in 2025. But that makes the US secondary. When Envision crossover production moved from China to Kansas due to tariffs, prices skyrocketed. Buick is becoming ballast for GM. Acura, good cars, weak differentiation, 133,433 units in 2025. The quietest type of disappearance, when the brand simply dissolves into parent Honda. Lincoln, comfort is no longer a unique selling point, 106,868 units in 2025. Without software or tech leadership, Lincoln risks staying the airport car. Climax, the bet of the century. Jaguar, the most radical and terrifying experiment in history. Jaguar fully halted the old lineup. In 2025, there were months when Europe sold under 50 cars. April, just 49 units, 97.5% year over year. US sales, a pathetic 1,159 units, 52.7%. They're betting everything on Rebirth as ultra-luxury EV starting at $130,000 plus. The new 4-door GT, first reveal expected summer 2026, orders late 2026, deliveries 2027, is the make or break. This isn't growth strategy. This is all in. If the new electric GT hits, it'll be the greatest comeback ever. If not, Jaguar becomes the most expensive museum piece of our time.
Harsh truth. The US market in 2026 doesn't kill brands outright. It just crosses out those who don't provide their own platform, don't own unique technology, don't have a clear segment. Redundancy is the biggest killer. In the platform era, brands disappear not because they're bad, but because they're extra.
Some will go loud, like Jaguar. Most will fade quietly through integrations and rebrands. 2026 will show who's truly needed by tomorrow's drivers and who's just taking up space in history's parking lot. Who's your pick to exit? Chrysler, the brand that lost its role, or Jaguar, the one risking everything? Drop your bets in the comments. Subscribe to Nexus Innovate. We look at the future of the auto industry with no rose-tinted glasses. See you next time.